them to me. Please.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me.
That's beautiful.
You like that?
Did you write that?
Yes, I did.
Really?
No. No. That was around a long time before you and I got here, that's for sure.
So Solara asked Eli if he could read her a scripture. And he reads her a scripture. And she asks, did he write that? Now we know that the Bible was written by men of color, of Shemitic origin, Hebrew, Israelites. But also the director knows that, black men were some of the greatest poets, rappers in modern terms of art and storytelling, metaphors. Now we see that Eli said the book has been around long before him and her have been in existence, from the days of old, the ancient ones. So we go to Psalms 143 and 5. I remember the days of old. I meditate on all thy works. I muse, which means reflect or meditate on the work of thy hands.
What did you mean when you said it's not just any book?
It's the only one.
Really?
After the war, people made it their business to find and destroy any that the fires didn't get already. Some people said this was the reason for the war in the first place.
Now we got to ask ourselves, why would Eli say that this book was the cause of the wars? Now we know a little from history that Europe had 100 years wars over political and religious factions, the Catholic Church, the Protestants, etc. They were fighting each other, the Crusades and whatnot, over differences and beliefs over the scriptures. So, nothing new under the sun, right? But it's quite interesting how Hitler says that after it is revealed that who are the real chosen people, the Negroes, the so-called Jews of the scriptures, or the Israelites, to be correct, that this will cause mass hysteria and it will prompt World War III. Now, we already know that Russia is invading Ukraine. So, is it too far-fetched? No, because all things have to be fulfilled in prophecy. Things have to pass. Before peace, there has to be war, right?
Anyway, it's the only one that survived. They said that the war tore a hole in the sky. You probably heard the stories.
Yeah.
Tore a hole in the sky. Sun came down and burned everything. Everything and everybody. You were lucky to hole up and hide in a place like this or underground. Most people weren't lucky.
Now we hear Eli says to Solara that the sun came down. Now we know when we read certain scriptures, we know it's not the sun per se that's coming down, but one would believe that it's the host of the heavens, the angels, or the different creatures. Some will call aliens or whatnot, meteors. A lot of times they make these movies like Battle Los Angeles, which means battle the angels, right? So they know what's to come that's stated in the prophecies. So they have to put it in sci-fi movies and label it, fiction. Jeremiah 4 and 7, the lion is come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy city shall be laid waste without inhabitant. Proverbs chapter 1, 26 through 29. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, for they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Most High. Key word, for they hated knowledge. You can't have faith without knowledge.
Are now underway.
2 or 3 meteors just impacted. Oh my gosh. It appears that there's something like shadowy figures. I'm gonna head back now. Everyone needs to get out of here right now. Lucas, if you could just come back, please. Oh my gosh.
When you invade a place for its resources, you wipe out the indigenous population.
Isaiah chapter 35, verse 4 through 5. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your God will come with a vengeance, even the Most High with a recompense. He will come and save you. Then the eyes of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. Deuteronomy 32 and 35. To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste.
When you invade a place for its resources, you wipe out the indigenous population.
Right now, we are being colonized. Right now, we are being colonized. Right now, we are being colonized.
So now we're going to be reading from the King James 1611 Bible, Ecclesiasticus 10 and 16 in context. Start at verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin, and we know that the beginning of the fear of the Most High is knowledge and wisdom, right? And he that has it shall pour out abomination, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities, and overthrew them utterly. The Most High has cast down the thrones of the proud princes, and set up the meek in their stead. The Most High has plucked up the roots of the proud nations, and planted the lowly in their place. The Most High overthrew countries of the heathen, and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth. He took some of them away, and destroyed them, and has made their memorial to cease from the earth. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. They that fear the Most High are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the law are a dishonorable seed. They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed.